In the air to right, and he did it again!
Thank you all for watching this here video. Please like and subscribe and follow.
Welcome back to the Love These Two podcast. We got Clash Season 2, Pearl Conference Week 4, and as you guys can see in the bottom left corner, a bonus video since there's 2 bye weeks in the Star Carnival. And thankfully, the 2 players that are in the losers bracket semifinals, they got their games in. That one is done. So we're going to give you that bonus video as well. So let's go ahead and get to the schedule for Week 4 of Pearl Conference and the standings. All right, here we go. The standings of the Pearl Conference as of Week 3. Brian, 5-1, doing a solid work there. Colt, 4-2. Myself, 4-2. Evil Prime, 4-2. Marco, 3-3. Egan, 2-4. Mental Midget, 2-4. And Dennis still trying to find his very first win. Let's go to the schedule. And the schedule is as follows. Let's get past that Week 5 one. Let's finish this one strong here. So the Star Carnival one, as you guys can see, West Day versus Sean Schulte. So they get it in. Better to do it in this video so we can kind of get them all in there. So Marco versus Colt, Mental Midget versus Brian, myself versus Egan, and Evil Prime versus Dennis. Like I said, West Day versus Sean Schulte. Let's go to that standing real quick here. Spoiler alert. I already know. All right, that was from last week, but haven't changed it. So anyways, Smokey the Bear is in the winners column. All right, Stephanie Martin lost here, as you guys remember from that video. So she's the losers bracket round 4. So the champion losers bracket. Now, West Day versus Sean Schulte, the battle to get in here. Again, it's all winner take all. So we're trying to get here, right? This is where we're trying to get, right? Smokey the Bear taking it all the way. And there's some rounds over here as well around the first round. Anyways, yeah. So there it is. There's a schedule. Let's go check out the first games. All right, this just did another breaking news. What happened to Egan? And again, in the Discord group, we have some speculation of what may or may not happen. We're really kind of unsure. We don't have all the evidence, but the leaders of Clash League have decided to vacate all of Egan's games. So let's go back to the standings real quick to kind of update you on exactly what is going on. All right, so Egan is currently at 2-4, but those 2 wins are now going to be vacated, which makes it very simple, but sad. Mental Midget goes from 2-4 to now he's going to be 4-2, which passes Marco. But it's all right because, again, sadly, I'm playing Egan this week, so that puts me at 6-2, but I don't get any extra points. And just for your spoiler alert, I believe Egan would be scheduled to play Marco, putting him, depending on what happens next week, at least at 5-3, depending on how he does. I don't know. But also, have no fear. I mean, he has not scheduled to play Dennis yet, but Dennis will get credited with the 2 wins against Egan whenever that schedule does come out. We do not exactly know what happened. We have our speculation. The Discord, we know kind of what we heard, but there is no concrete evidence exactly what has happened to Egan. But the fact of the matter, he's not shown up, right? So we cannot, in good faith, allow his wins to count if everyone else is getting, where he's only played actually 3 games out of the current 6 he's played. So, we decided that vacate all of them. Mental Midget doesn't get any runs credited to him, but he does get those 2 wins, and everyone else will get those wins because we cannot find a replacement in time to take over. So let's get to game 1 in the first series now. All right, here we go. Game 1. We got the Rejects Marco versus Colt. Colt will be both perspectives for both games. All right, so that is sad because wish we could see Marco's perspective, but didn't turn it in or do it or whatever. Guys, both people should be recording the games just for, evidence if something goes wrong, right? And again, like I mentioned before, stay tuned to the end because there will be the Star Carnival semifinal losers bracket match against Sean Schulte and West Day. That's really important because they had the right Whoever wins that one has the ability to go and face Stephanie Martin in that losers bracket championship, which will get them to the actual championship. Now, Ricky starts off with a single up the middle. There you go. Nice job, Marco. Well done. As Colt here is using level 13 Mueller, so he's done a pretty good job with Mueller so far, which is definitely tough to do. But Mueller's doing what he got to. Marco, doing what he has to do. Now, again, I mentioned that we really hope that we still have a sponsor at the end of this because Egan is the sponsor for both the Star Carnival and uh, this one, right? This class season 2. So we do think we still have the ability to kind of get these cash prizes out. Otherwise, it's just for fun, and that would be okay, but kind of sucks because this takes a lot of time and effort for a lot of people. Exactly trying to communicate as Ray gets another hit. So 2 on, no outs here in the top of the 9th inning. Colt is in a little bit of a pickle here with Shitaro coming to bat. Also, you want to stay tuned for, I think, Evil Prime's matchup because he did give me a little idea to. All right, we got a little ground ball real quick, Jordan. And all right, stays out of the double play, but double play is still here. Again, Jordan is Colt's, what was that, a shortstop. So try to get a little shot, little fireball shot to Jordan here, get a double play, get out of this jam sandwich that Colt is in. And it is to Jordan. Nice job. Not the fireball, but still, regardless, Jordan, perfect on defense when it comes to fielding, not necessarily throwing. Either way, we really do hope. And he gets out of it. Dexter at third base makes the play. There you go. 2 on, no outs to start the inning. Gets out of it. Marco couldn't wait for the strike. And now Shitaro comes to the plates as Cole has a good opportunity here, being the home team, to walk off game 1. But again, we're really hoping that we do have the funding to kind of give people, the champions, their much deserved prize. Because this does take quite a bit of time and effort. I mean, the games aren't, but like communicating with people, different time zones, setting, it's tough, man. So this game is meant to be played, casually whenever you want. Just press play. But, we're trying to make things a little bit more fun, a little more exciting. And we hope that it can keep on going on. Otherwise, there might not even be a season 3. So that would suck because even for myself doing these videos and Matt, the commissioner of the whole league, he does all the statistics and everything else and the scheduling and draft and blah, 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 blah. Cry us a river, first world problems. But, we want this to get bigger. We want actual tournaments. We want mini clips to pay attention. We want all of that. We want it all. Cat and mouse game is on. Doesn't run it. This is where what to do is going to. Oh, Marco's not paying attention at all. And 2-2 count here. Marco's got to find a way. There's the cat and mouse game. Through 4 pitches or 3 pitches in a row without facing it now. I'm just kind of looking at Colt. He's not taking. He strikes out. All right. You might want to get him moving. But again, he is in runners in scoring position. Fox, 222 speed. So a gapper, blooper pretty much wins the game here. I do forget who in the outfield is for Marco, but not too worried, right? Not too worried. As Colt tries to make it 5-2, and then Marco would lose here, goes to 3-4. That's a great pitch, good location. And it's not really a big deal to walk Kaya, right? Not really. Not big deal. Good. So now Jordan comes up. Jordan, dude, the guy is one of the best hitters in this class season, even in season 1 for both teams. Just come through clutch. Here it goes. Marco doesn't get it. Takes and got to go 1. Safe. Tough one, man. You got to get 1 out there. You're not getting the double play and a double steal. So he's still not really too much trouble. Murray, even though 2 runners on. Ooh, that's a good pitch right there. 2 runners on, slow runner. Ooh, good location on the sweeper right there. Good eye for Colt. Comes back with the sweeper. Okay, got to protect the plate here. Find a way, Marco. Find a way. And he does. Oh, but stays alive with a foul ball. You got to go low out of the zone. You got a couple pitches to waste here. Does go low. Does soft. Colt was ready for it. Veteran player. Now you got to go back high. There you go, man. Again, guys, I have not watched it. This is so fun understanding the pitcher's mind and kind of like where to go. That was a close pitch, 2 strikes, so you can't blame Colt for trying to get it there, but it's just a good location by Marco. Clutch play. The guy's no scrub, man. Marco's no scrub. He's good at this game as well. But Koo, what you gonna do? He's gonna walk it off because that's what Koo does. Clutch, baby. Colt takes game 1. All right, game 2, and again, Colt takes game 1, putting him at 5-2 on the season. Marco goes to 3-4, looking to get back to 500. And again, I did tell you earlier that Marco in week 5 will be playing Egan to get those 2 wins. So he wants to be able to build on that, kind of find some separation. But going down 2 games here will put him right back at 500 after next week. So you want to kind of separate yourself, knowing that Egan has now vacated all his wins. He's going to be the 8th place player no matter what, which now there's 1 spot left for elimination, and Dennis is trying to find a way to get it done, knowing that he has 2 wins ready to go, right? So you don't want to go down here too much because of that opportunity that Dennis, a good player, veteran player in the game, just has a little bit of bad luck here to start the season. Again, Caroline with the walk, Colts taking time. Now, Marco does have a YouTube channel. I don't know why he didn't post it or share. Come on, man. You got to see different perspectives, right? You got to see the game as Neville. Gapper, that's gonna double. Got it. Come on. Colt, man. Colt. Come on. Yeah, he's taking it. Baited him. And cat and mouse. Wow, okay. Circus play. I don't know what that was. I think Colt should have gone 2 a little faster, knowing that Nebula does have that slide ability. Now, again, the idea, the logic here, right, is that you go 2, and if he throws it to 2, you can take off. Anyways, there's a lot of process here. He gets 1 run across, the little blooper, as Kaya does what Kaya does. Jordan comes up, 2 on, and he's going to get it done. Again, Caroline, not the best pitcher in the game. Yep, you can't throw home there. You can't do that. Can't do that. Neville's going to score on that slide. You're not throwing him out, right? Your shortstop's Jackson. No arm there. Right, that's not happening, man. Down 2-0. Marco's got to stop the bleeding here somewhere, but 2 runners on, no outs. Colts looking to go 6-2 on the season. That's about right. Yeah, 6-2 on the season. Got to stay pace with everybody else because, I'm already 6-2. And that's going to score a run there. All right. So tough game to start off here for Marco. Again, Caroline, not the best pitcher in this game, really. For a lot of veteran players, she's easy. Like, she's not deceptive, man. One of the original players you get in this game. Probably one of the best hit and run was on. He's adding more because again, you know, head to head, first tiebreaker, run scored, second tiebreaker. So, again, Colt scored 1,000,000 runs against me, against Mei Ling, and then I shut him out in the second game. He had 6, and so adding more, right? Separate the second tiebreaker essentially, because we're both fighting for that spot there, right? Run differential, run scored, all that kind of stuff. Kind of important. There's no mercy rule, except Baseball Clash kind of implements it, and he gets out of it. So 4 runs scored. Again, Fernandez, for a lot of veteran players, is not difficult. But with the 4-run lead, it makes it a little bit easier. And if you're swinging at balls, then it makes it even easier. So Marco, if you want that rally, you gotta kind of focus in and lock in here, because dropping 2 here, not ideal. And that's a strike, but a little late. Okay. Staying on the outside. That, again, Colt does love that outside corner to lefties. He does love it. He kind of does triples up, quadruples up. But he's coming inside here. Little jam sandwich. Softy. Good eye. Interesting. I don't know where he is doubling up. That's what he does. Soft. hard. So, soft and soft. Not swinging through it. Can't. I don't know if Marco's auto batting, but you can't swing through that pitch. Can't. Tripled up, got him swinging at a foul ball. 2 outs here in the first series. The sweep is on. The sweep is on. Sweep. Mickey. Let's go, Mickey. Popped him. Oh, a little lucky there. Got him swinging at a ball low in the zone, but comes through. Now you got to get all the runs. And that makes it difficult because the ice arm does come into play with 2 outs, 4-run lead. You really, again, the comeback here is really not swinging at balls, number one. And you got to be perfect with your swings because, Fernandez is hittable, right? But there you go, tripled up in the location there. Now he comes back in the strike zone. And there it is. There's the comeback. Do not run. No reason to. Don't do it. All right. Never mind. That's where Colt made a mistake there. Now, you can kind of think of Colt's mind. Is he trying to get the comebacker? But you got to throw the lead runner out, man. Not really a big deal yet, but a bloop and a blast now ties the game up. Good pitch. Nice job there. Not too bad to lay off there, but he comes again, and there it is. There's the bloop. There's the bloop. There is the bloop. Now, Chris, not probably your home run threat, only 186 power at level 14, contact 202. So this could be another bloop opportunity with 2 outs, a little 2-out rally, and 2-0 start. You got to come in with a strike. You would think he doesn't. 3-0. So Marco can really take his time here. He's going to. That's the only location you can think of. All right. And he gets him swinging at ball 4. Tough one. Colt gets the sweep. Nice job. Let's go to the series 2. All right, here we go. We got game 1. Mental Midget, a.k.a. Paul, also for the Rejects, and then Baseball Bros. Brian. Again, Colt, Baseball Bros. So it's Rejects, Baseball Bros kind of week. Now, again, as we mentioned before, Paul just was gifted two victories. So now it puts him right back in the mix at 4-2, where he was 2-4 originally. So that is fortunate for some people, unfortunate for others. But again, it's only fair. You got someone not coming in and playing at all for whatever reason, man. So, but Brian so far doing his dirt, man. This is from Brian's perspective, as Paul is the away team. But luckily, Paul does have his perspective for game 2 for his home game. So, but Brian, 5-1 in the season so far, doing some solid work. That's how you do it, man. You go out there. Again, Brian had a Josh last season, and now he's stacked with the best hitting team, I think, at least in Pearl, probably the whole entire match. And it's working for him so far. Walks away, so that's a good job by Paul. All right, good eye by Paul using the strike zone to your advantage. But man, I'm still just kind of like crazy with Brian's roster. It's pretty nasty overall. All right, gotta see ya. Yeah, get strike 1 over. Best pitch in baseball. Broken record on that one. But Paul showing a good eye, good discipline so far. That's what you really want to do. And I don't know why. I don't know why he's batting Kevin third. Oh, swinging at a ball there, but I don't know why you're batting Kevin third. You're losing. You're literally giving away power. And I don't know why, man. Like, why are you batting Kevin third when his skill is batting him fourth? Like, the algorithm of the game is to make him bat fourth. Right? Put Annie at leadoff. I don't know, man. Do you, Paul? Do you? But I'm just telling you, is why you have Kevin at fourth. Tell me. I want a legitimate answer. Annie, nice job there. And Mark squeezes it, but can't get it. Just whatever. All right, Tyler. Tyler's come through, I believe, a couple times this season. See if he can get that one first run. Again, those 9th inning runs are crucial in this game. Put the pressure on your opponent, right? Because once you get in those extra innings, 10th, 11th to 12th, anything can happen. Good eye there. That's a really good eye. Good pitch in bottom of the zone. Coming in to strike. And wow. Okay. Laser shot right to third base. Tough one there. All right. So Brian's going with Jay to start this. Oh no, this is excuse me. That's Paul. Mental Midget going with Jay. Brian again. Again, I said this yesterday in the Diamond Conference with Jay Patel. Brian, another auto bat user, but does get the job done. Right. So that is one of the things, man. If you can go out there and auto bat and get a win, you know, yeah, Jay, a top 1,000 player. Brian got the C bronze, another 800 to 1,000, whatever he's at. But again, you can get to those ranked games, with auto bat. If you just got to understand the strike zone. And so far, he's just kind of being a little patient, maybe just charging it up. And those balls are so far off the plate that Paul is not even showing any interest at all for Hammer. Again, this is why Hammer is the best player in the game because the fear of God he puts in people, right? People pitch to Kevin. People pitch to Jiro, right? Big Dave coming up. Potential walk-off here. Good keeping it outside and soft. Gonna be, you do that, he still might turn on it, which is gonna be dangerous. The tough part when you gotta pull with Dave and he has the pull option, right? If you swing early with Jay, because he has such a low velocity, it makes it a little easier. Get those potential hits. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Jay coming in, swinging right through it. Again, that's a victim of auto bat, right? That's a strike, right? You saw the cursor. It wasn't anywhere near that ball. Got to learn, man. All right. Tua coming up. All right. This is where you got to kind of play some mental games with Tua. Change your pitch delivery timing and pops him up. There you go. Good job there. All right, so Paul getting it done there in the bottom of the ninth inning. Now it's his time to shine. Let's see if he can get some runs across now that he has Annie at second base. So, looking good. Again, that strategy, getting that speed runner. I guess that's the strategy if you're going to bat Annie fourth. She is a menace. And hit and run did not pan out there. Not ideal. You got to know the catcher is, especially if you're going to go out there and you're going to do a hit and run, you better make contact with and then a strikeout. So that's adding insult to injury, right? Kind of ironic, right? Angelica adds the hit, but strikes out herself. 2 outs real quick here in the top of the 10th inning. Again, I don't know what Paul's doing here. He's trying to force the issue, which I can't blame him. But again, Brian, solid. That's just a disgusting top of the 10th. Disgusting. Martin comes up again. You got to get some runs against Brian. Brian isn't like the greatest hitter in this game, but his pitching is nasty. So he goes out there and pitches and walks it off with Martin. There it is. Game one goes to the Brian guy. Right? Brian gets game one. Let's go to game two. All right, game two. This is from Paul's perspective as he's the home team this go around. And man, okay, I don't know. I might have to change this. He has that little shadow in the top corner there. Again, man, people got to realize what's on their screen that shows up. But whatever, we're gonna keep it. Got level 13 Eric, and he has to kind of find a way to get this W. Again, he did get gifted 2 wins, so now he's 4-3 on the season. Colt moves, not Colt, excuse me. Brian now after 7 games is 6-1, so he is so far dominating. And again, auto bat showing that he can get it done, so that is solid. Swings at a strike there, but right at Tyler at first base. All right, hammer time. Dun, 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 dun. See if he pitches to him this time. Nibbling. So it looks like he's going to stay away again. I'm kind of curious. Is he going to throw a strike to him? Not just right in the line. See if he can take the bait. Now again, Brian being the smart one, just like throw me a strike. Throw me 2 strikes. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, no other batter you're just doing this to. Maybe Kevin, some Andre, it's the big power hitters, but you can't do that to his whole. Oh, well, okay, throws for strike 1. Which I mean, at this point now, what are you going to try to do? He's not going to swing. Get it? There's no reason to. He already got him charged on 4 pitches. He's going to wait. And again, Dave's going for a pull. Again, Dave, a ground ball, a potential double play ball. But he is playing it real safe. And again, he didn't have a problem in game 1 getting through the top of the lineup here. And Dave up the middle. I mean, that's the best case scenario minus getting him out with Dave being that heavy contact. Now, again, Tua, another slow but big, powerful hitter here. Power can increase. Nice get me over curve. That's a well-placed curveball and gets him swinging. Again, the second time he gets him swinging at that fastball up in the zone. Interesting. Now, Martin, game 1 hero. Got to be careful here. Definitely do it again. You got to get Martin to roll over something, pop out, strike out, whatever you got. Strike 1, 1-1 counts. Woo. Boom, 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 boom. Again, Mental Midget now 4-3 on the season after those 2 wins that were gifted to him from the Egypt. And it gets him. Oh, Martin hits the ball, but still able to get it in. And Joe throws it to, okay. It's the cutoff man, Joe. I mean, trying to get that out right there. Not a bad idea. Harden hits a strike again. Well, I don't know why. Man, Paul, some of your, I mean, it got it done. You got it done. But some of your decisions to throw at certain bases is telling me that you don't know always how many outs there are. Now, again, Harden, slow ball, be a tough play, maybe. Infielders running in, going towards home plate. Got it. Whatever. I don't know. I'm just thinking logically. But whatever. Got the out. Just the numbers game, baseball. Like, do you do that every time? I don't know. Either way, swinging that ball high in the zone. But again, level 14 Michelle, man. So again, watching Brian again, 6-1 in the season. That means he's dealing with Michelle. And wait a minute, was it Jay? I don't know. Who knows anymore? Either way, Brian's getting it done and showing that he can pitch with anybody. Again, that's one of the things. Again, you could be a weak hitter in this game, but if you have a little bit of plate discipline and solid pitching and good decisions where to throw the ball, you can win, man. You can win at high levels. All right. Swinging at a close ball, but still got to utilize that strike zone because you see Paul, another auto bat hitter. But again, Paul, let's see how well overall he can use his plate discipline. So far, he swung at 2 balls for outs in this inning. So that is not a good sign. And I still don't understand why you're batting Kevin third. But I don't understand it. And again, the only thing, swinging at ball, 3 balls, he swung out of the zone, 3 outs. Kevin at third, man, that means if this is what I'm saying. If you're batting Kevin third, that means you don't trust yourself to get at least 1 hit in the 9th inning. That's what it's saying. I have no good hitters that I can get. Put Annie in the leadoff spot. She's one of the best hitters in the game. All right. Try to get. It's a foot race. Got him. All right. That's a dangerous play right there, but able to get the lead runner, the most important thing. Because that would have been a tough play at second base, too. So I'm glad he got it. But Carlos gets a hit. And don't throw it home. Don't throw it home. Throw it home. Well, you're not going to get that runner at all. It's a dangerous throw, man. 192 speed with Leo. A faster runner can definitely take the extra 90 feet. But swinging at a big one there. So Paul's got to come back here, find a way. Try to get a win here, man. Try to get Brian to get a loss here. But Brian's showing you that. And, Michelle helping herself out. This one you want to throw dead home. There you go. There you go. That should be get gunned, right? Yes. There you go, Joe. Now, again, if you look at the last inning, he threw first with Joe first time, but then the second time here, gets the out. So good job. And then well done. Brian, I don't know if he's trying to swing like a tilt swing. But 1 run, man, that's not too bad. Again, that was, yeah, this is Paul's perspective. All right, yeah, got it. Sometimes you kind of forget. So good job, Paul. Way to get out of that inning with only giving up 1 run. And now you have your lead, your cleanup hitter with 169 power, but 236 contact, and you're swinging. You have made 4 outs in this game, swinging at 4 balls out of the zone. I mean, that's not a winning recipe. Swing at strikes. Swing at strikes. It'll help. He's not gonna. Brian is a good pitcher, man. He's not gonna give you a strike to swing at if you're gonna swing at garbage. This is a better at bat. Guess what? He doesn't have to throw a strike. He does. If you would have hit it, it probably would have been a home run based off where that cursor was, but it's okay. Goes back at it, gets through. 50-50 ball. Is he going to go? He's going to go. Mark, the weaker arm. Nice job. Ties it up. Well done. That's what I like. Swing at a strike. That was a close one, though. I don't know if that was a strike, but that's a strike. Another 50-50 ball. That could go either way. But I think Angelina's contact boost does help in that situation. That's another thing. You have Kevin batting third with the extra contact and the extra power. At fourth. I don't get it, man. I don't care. I don't get it. It's not good strategy. I shows bunt on 2 outs. You know, you're not going to squeeze play with Kevin at third base. And that's a 50. That looked like a strike. I don't know. But the way that contact went off, that's a close ball, but you got to swing at strikes, man. You're killing yourself. All right, goes and attacks Hammer right away. Got to be careful here, man. But you can't be too careful. You got to attack him. You can't load the bases with no outs. And he throws a strike. And again, first base, not bad. All right, so that's again, best case scenario. You're going to walk him. He's going to get a single, but now you're in trouble. No outs, bases loaded, and you got the heart of the lineup coming up here. Top 11th inning too. So this is, oh man, you got him swinging at a ball, but again, good contact, good power is going to muscle those balls. It's going to be 2 runs. Again, stop throwing home. You're not throwing anybody out, man. Eventually, it's going to burn you, and that doesn't matter. That's just, here comes the flood. Here comes the flood. It's 6-1, quick. Again, you gotta be able to swing at strikes. This game was won in the 9th or the 10th with your pitching, and if you just swing at strikes, you get the victory, right? You get the victory if you swing at strikes. But with these batters, you gotta eventually come in the extras with 2 on, and it's tough to throw a strike at someone who's an auto bat with good plate discipline because all he has to do is press a button. No skill in auto bat except plate discipline, right? That's it. Like plate discipline, auto bat. It's going to go there by itself. Your job is to make sure you can hit the ball in the box. You do that with power hitters and high contact, you're going to get wins as long as you pitch and make a decision, right? Again, Brian is using this giant lineup and solid pitching, right? So, I mean, you're going to go out there and swing at a ball. That's a strike too, but, nerfed him probably. But that's how it is. You got 1 run. You should have won this game, Paul. I'm just saying, you should have won this game in that bottom of the 10th inning if you could just swing at strikes. That's it. Then see the low contact, low power? Not even near it. That's a strike. The cursor's not even near it. Look at that cursor again. That might be up the middle if you swing at it. And swinging at strike 3. Put yourself in a hole, man, with a bad hitter. At level 13, Edic. It might bloop in. Nope. You got to go back. Oh, you're done. Again, bad base running. All right, Brian, man, 7-1 on the season. And Paul, now 4-4. All right, here we go. We got game 1, Dennis versus Evil Prime. Dennis is in desperate desire, need for a win here, right? You got to have a win. 0-6 in the season. Again, we already know a couple facts for Dennis, right? Dennis is going to get 2 wins against Egan whenever that schedule comes. That's boom. That's 2 wins, right? So he's going to get to face Paul. He has not faced Paul yet. So we don't know about that, but Paul's struggling. He's 4-4 right now. If Egan was here, Paul would be 2-6. So giving Dennis an opportunity to get back in it. So you call Dennis 2-6 on the season right now. So good solid win here. Could potentially get it. Going for the bunt. Not a great bunt there. Ball kind of bunting right back. Hopefully he knows he can angle bunt, but that wasn't a good one. Bunting a ball. But, going with the speed there, not too bad, in front of Andre. Can't blame him for trying to get on base. But swinging at balls. So he's not swinging at any strikes right now, right? That is not a good idea. Not a good winning recipe. Not swinging at strikes, right? Understanding the strike zone, not getting it done. You got to swing at strikes. Got to happen, man. Finding the time to kind of get there in the zone for about 5-10 minutes. Got to swing at strikes. All right. So Evil Prime, 2 E's, right? Good chance of winning. Now, talk about swinging at strikes. That's not a strike. All right. 1-2 count. Let's see if Dennis can kind of get through this. Not a bad spot. You got to bust him in now. It'll probably be a good strategy. Where is it going to go? Whoop. Swinging it. That was a strike, and the timing was good. Curious on that one. That was manual. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Chalk it up. All right. Gina. What you going to do, Gina? Doing the same thing. Trying to fake a bunt here. Inside out it. Kind of staying inside now. Do you go outside or do you keep it inside? Up to you. 1-1 count. Stays inside. It's a strike. Again, tried to jam him. Technically did. Kept the hands inside. Poked it the other way. Now the winning run is on first base. All right. So, swinging at a strike. Again, ideally what you want to do. This problem with both these players so far, not swinging at strikes. Both these games, by the way, will be in Evil Prime's point of view. Potential double play ball. Got 1 out. 2 outs. Okay, Dennis, a good opportunity with runners on to kind of get it done. All right. Da-da-da. Okay. There we go, man. Here we go, man. Swinging at a ball. Again, Dennis. Swinging at a lot of garbage pitches. I think so far he has not swung at a strike that's like so he's gotten 4 outs. All of them have been out of the strike zone. Swinging at another one out of the strike zone. I mean, I don't know what he's trying to do here, but don't even throw him a strike. And he doesn't, and gets rewarded for swinging at a garbage pitch. So 1 run's coming across here. 1 run coming across. Man, you do the right thing. Don't throw a strike. He swings at a ball. Swings at another ball. Out. Oh, what the hell, man. Whatever. Bad swings, but man, it does it again. Another RBI with the ball out of the zone, clearly out of the zone. But good timing. Not a lot of spin, so you didn't have a lot of power coming there. Swinging out a ball. Might as well. I mean, if it's working for you. 2 runs coming through. All right, here we go. Wilson, 2 on, nobody out. 2 on, nobody out. But if 1 swing of the bat gets the game over, so that can all be fixed. That right there was a good time to swing at a game winner. Da-da-da-da-da. And 2-1 count. Wait for that pitch. Uh-oh, lost connection. Again, it's the middle of a pitch. If you lose connection, you're supposed to restart at the same place. Wait a minute. 2 outs. 1 on? Come on, bro. This is a reset. You need to reset this game. Why are we still playing this? Reset it to the same spot. 2-0, bottom of the 10th. You don't just keep playing. All right, that's 3 outs. Dennis gets his first win, even though you're supposed to reset it, but whatever. Your call. Go to game 2. All right, here we go. Game 2. And again, guys, it's bullshit game 1. Right? I mean, congratulations on Dennis getting the victory. But your job is, when there's a glitch like that, is to restart. That obviously affected the actual outcome of that game. Right? No outs, 2 on, and then you pop it back on, and you got 2 outs, 1 on. Right? Whatever happened there, I don't know. Dribbler to third base gets it, throw to second base, maybe a triple play potential. But whatever it was, this game, that first game is under a protest, right? But again, if you don't protest it, fine. I think it's bullshit. But either way, Dennis is now 1-6. That does help him. He gets his win here, a legitimate win, we hope. That could put him at 2-6, which would make him pretty much right there with a good opportunity against Paul, right? If Dennis can pull out some victories, at the 3 weeks, this is the halfway mark, right? So Evil Prime gets a little slap shot there, and Dennis is using Wade, my guy Wade. I like Wade, right? Wade's my guy. He's good. Let's see if you can lock him down here. Potential double play. Same opportunity first game where Gina gets on, opposite field hit. Michael comes up, double play ball potential here. Making sure the runner is not going. Checking the runner. Goes for a right one. 2-1 count. Where's he going with Wade here? Sticking to the outside, man. Doesn't come in, man. Again, for me, Wade to righties, that little belt high fastball in the ball is a good spot. Full count. Does he start the runner? He does not start the runner. Up the middle he goes. Up the middle. And throw to second. Boop. All right. Still not really too far out of it, but all right. Hopefully, Evil Prime has charged his phone. 2 on, 2 outs. Swinging at Gabbage. Brockington of the Man Bun crowd. That's a good pitch. Good location there. Now, I'm going up top with a curveball. That's how I pitch. Not really slider guy with Wade. Slider I use to waste pitches, typically on that same spot. There's your up top curveball. Dangerous in the zone there. Danger zone. Change up outside. Now, again, walking him, not the worst case scenario here, but he does walk him. All right. All right, Morgan. All right. Well, 212 contact. Nowhere to put her, no low power here, batting in the 9th inning. But you're not really hitting the strike zone and making him really think you're going to throw a good strike. 3-0 count. What are you going to do with this, man? All right, strike one. How to come back? You're going to throw a strike, so you got to kind of throw him off speed. Throws a changeup, doesn't throw a strike. All right, 1-0. Oh boy. And Rose. Oh, that's a strike. All right. There you go. That one walked in run. Let's see if Dennis can pull off this victory, potential victory or comeback or whatever you want to call it. Got to go with level 14 right. I don't know what's going on here, man. You got to swing at strikes, dude. Nope. Just swing at all of them. Don't even care. But this is where you just don't even care about what you're doing. It's just fine, whatever you're doing, but, just it's 5 minutes of effort. Goes for fuck, man. It's like you don't care about this game at all, which is fine. If you don't care, you don't care. It's like, yeah, he's throwing it out of this. If you swing at this, then fuck off, man. Yeah, fuck that shit, dude. Fuck this. Fuck this game, man. Fuck this. Fuck this. The first game should have been replayed. Second game, nobody cares, right? Got it. Let's go to the Star Carnival. All right, here we go. Star Carnival. All right, the Star Carnival game one. The games are going to be in Sean Schulte's perspective. I don't know why West Day is not sharing his, but again, guys, little bonus action because the other two players have bye weeks, so there's only one round. This is the semifinals of the losers bracket. So winner here stays alive, goes against Stephanie Martin. And again, Sean is the away team to start off, and West Day is not the away team. He's the home team because he's pitching first. That's how it works, right? Duh. All right, again, if you just don't know, level 9 double elimination tournament. Man, long day. All right, stay focused. Double elimination tournament. Um, and this is the losers bracket, as I said. Best 2 out of 3 does it. So, yeah, Sean did win his first round, and so did West Day, but they both got bumped out to the losers bracket against Smokey the Bear and Stephanie Martin, respectively. So now they've fought, with a couple forfeits in the losers bracket from Graybeard, forfeited, Prop, forfeit. I mean, losers bracket was a shit show. But, good job to both these guys for sticking to it. And now they're here. So, again, Sean, as we know, we've watched him through years and years and years, it seems like, but it's been maybe like almost a year, I guess you could say. Struggles with hitting and fielding. Good pitcher, but doesn't understand the strike zone. And we've seen players that prove that you can hit the ball in the strike zone using auto bat. So there's less of an excuse. The more games you play, the more you should be able to visualize an invisible rectangle and not swing at pitches like that. Just my thoughts, my 2 cents. Okay, just my thoughts. And that's a strike. But look at that. The cursor nowhere near it could be the timing issue on that too. So when the ball is in the strike zone, timing is not there. The top of the ninth inning, and again, if you'd have asked me after round one of this tournament as it comes closer and closer to finishing, West Bay had the best round one games out of everybody. Now, Smokey the Bear has turned that and kind of made it his thing. But this tournament has been some of the worst hitting I've ever seen in my entire life. And to commentate the games is kind of humorous, but that was a strike, it looked like. So Sean is now gets to do what he does best, and that is pitch. Let's see if he can execute some pitches and get back to that top of the 10th inning. But yeah, it has been some really starry baseball playing on Baseball Clash. Level 9, again, the excuse people have, they play level 12, 13, 14 players, and they go to level 9. They go to level 9, and they're like, oh, it's hard. Yeah, if you don't condition yourself first, just go to the batting cage. Look at level 9 pitches. Yes, they're in the strike zone. Yes, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But the timing is still there. Or make a friend, challenge them, tell them what you're doing. All right, swinging at balls once again. Ah. So 1 out for Sean here. Good job. Way to get the first out. Again, guys, I do really like Sean. He does have Simon. Wait a minute. That's the other tournament. So maybe he doesn't. I forget who he has in his repertoire. Right. So again, how it works in. All right, we haven't had many opportunities for this, so I don't know why I'm explaining the rules. But here it is, right? So there's 2 pitchers per team, right? They have to play. Now, the third game, if there's a third game, they pick whatever pitcher they want. That is a cool benefit for this particular tournament, right? Whereas the regular tournament that we just saw in Pearl and Diamond, they got 2 pitchers, so they can pitch them in any order they want. In the playoffs, it'll be like 2 out of 3, so like a series. So that'll be kind of the same scenario. Full count. Wow. Let me just pitch a fat strike. Again, if you're going to pitch a fat strike like that with full count, great. Now, again, second best player in the game overall, in my opinion, coming up. Dangerous player, threw a strike, and he swung right through it. So, again, you got to be, for Giro, people that can hit with good timing, Giro is great. Now, he swings at an obvious ball and gets it done. And, all right, Sean throwing to first base. That's a good, decent throw. He wasn't going to second on that one. Now, Andre, potential chance to walk this one off here. And he swings, gets one out. What the fuck, Sean? Now, okay, he waited. Maybe he takes off at home. Potential, I don't know, man. It's a double play ball, even if it doesn't. So, in this case, with the soft, low ball with the slower hitter, you throw it to second base, get the lead runner, and then throw it back to first base, get the play. But Sean, his double play opportunities versus double play conversions are straight trash. They're not good. Now, there's reasons for that, fine. But again, no matter what the situation is, it's like, again, you could tell people that played baseball or not played baseball, throw it to first. Got it. Is that when you're a little kid playing little league baseball, T-ball, coach pitch, pitching machine, blah, 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 you practice scenarios, right? Over and over and over and over again. What if this happens? What if this happens? So you say, runners on the corners with one out, a ball hit the first base. What do you do? Well, you guarantee to get one out, which he did, which is fine. But if it's a slow runner at the plate and you can get the lead runner, again, Little League, you don't necessarily always want to throw the ball because you'll just miss it. But when you're playing, you throw to second base, get the whatever. Didn't matter. Got out of the inning. Because again, poor hitting regardless. And get the lead runner. He does. Safe. All right. All right. That was a pretty good swing pitch to swing at. Just good defensive play. Right. But again, man, it's all situations. Like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do if this happens? And that's how the better players in this game, they know where to go right away. And again, there's less mistakes, mental mistakes when it comes to it. And that was a ball. Tough one is a fastball, but a good placement from Luna and West Day. Nice placement there. And Jolita, that's a good pitch too. Good eye by Sean in this one. That was a really good eye. Good pitch, good eye. Oh, look at that. That's a pitch you want to hit. Here he swings at the next one. Guaranteed. Bet money on it. Lets a strike go. Swings at a ball. Oh, never mind. Early on the strike. That was a strike, so you can't. I lost money, but he still swung. And he let the strike go through. All right, so bottom of the 10th, letting strikes, threes go by. Swinging a strike, but he's just a little early on it. All right, Rose. 2 on. Here at the bottom of the 10th. Gotta find a way to get out of this one. Ooh, top shelf. Where are we going? Find a way to get out. That's a good location. Again, he was trying to throw a strike, but it missed at the small little spot. So can't blame him there. Pinpointed it. Got to go 2. Got to go 1. All right, there you go. Quick runner. Good speed. So that's a tough one regardless. Got to make a quicker motion, man. All right, Jordan, one of the best underrated players in the game, right? Swings. Okay, get the 1. And he's going home. Go throw home. Failed him this time, right? Got it. All right. 1 victory for West Day. Let's go to game 2. All right, here we go. Game 2. This could potentially be Sean's last game of this tournament. Right. We'll still see him in the season for Diamond League. I'm trying to play spoiler there. But again, Sean's perspective using Maria. Maria. That's who he has here. Again, it's like he lost that game. Again, good pitching. Got some poor swings from West Day, but just poor decision making really puts Sean in just the damper, man. It's really tough because, again, his pitching is so good, but just like decision making, hitting, lack of there, not great. Good pitch there. Nice job. Good location. Strike 3. Right. And again, man, I am one of Sean's biggest fans. Like rooting for him. It's kind of like rooting for the Cleveland Browns, right? Now, again, Sean mentioned he is from Tucson, which, if you're a Wildcats fan, I'm not your fan in that regard. But like I said, Sean is like being a Browns fan. You just keep on hoping for wins. Like, can you do it, buddy? This is our season. He's going to put it together. We're going with Joe Flacco. He's old. And 2 rookies. Okay. It's definitely not our season. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. And looky, Antonio with a dead center bomb. Tough pitch, man. But hey, that's a home run right there. Nice job. And again, in this game, in 9th inning, a 1-run lead is probably insurmountable. And Westday might be, again, if Westday wins, it's the rematch against Stephanie Martin, who beat him in that, again, rematch would insist that Stephanie beat him because she was now in loser bracket, but with the bye week. So that is the assumption. But 2 outs. Got to win this one first. That's the key. Got to win it. And he's swinging at garbage, man. What the fuck, dude? Good pitching from Sean. Just made one crucial mistake. He threw a strike, and somebody hit the strike. All right, it's Maria bringing the speed, which again, hitting being one of Sean's weaker points. Hitting a fastball, timing is another weak point. So double whammy here. And I believe that he does have Rose as the catcher, so he has that changeup. Which is really far out of the zone, which is now just going to fuck with Sean even more. So let's just hold on here in game 2, down 1-0. Right. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. 2-1 count. Here comes the fastball, probably somewhere. Hey, look at that. Good eye. That's right there. So I don't know if he's taking 100% there, but that is how you take a fastball. 3-1 count. Up the middle. Look at the timing, even a little early on that fastball. Nice job. Right with Jack also. You got to love it. All right, guess what, guys? The winning run is coming up to the plate as Sean is the home team for his tournament career. That's a good take right there. Great take. He'll probably let a strike go right through as typical pattern. Strike. Ooh, swings at it. Double play ball. 1 out. And he's safe. Wow. Okay. So Sean's not the only one on this double play delay. Of course, we don't know what Westday looks like from his perspective because he didn't videotape the games. All right. This is where, oh, that's a dot right there. That's a game winner if he swings on time. But let's see. And that's a strike, I think. It's really close. What do you, oh, that's a luck right there. That's just Westday not paying attention to the game. Taking an extra 90 feet when you didn't really need to. It does break up a potential whatever, but let's see if he can get this run across because that's 90 feet. Let's see if he can get something here with Kevin, man. Get something with Kevin. Good eye. Again, Westday has this 1-run lead with a winning run. First base. Kevin. Oh, my God. Throw a ball. He'll swing. Throw a ball. Don't throw a strike here. Don't throw a strike. Oh, good eye. That's too far off the plate. 3-1 count. Again, you can walk Kevin. It's not really a big deal. He's tried to walk him. All right. Full counts. He walked him. Hey, good eye. Good take, man. Well done. Again, an obvious one. Again, Marie, her level 9, even with Rose, is not great. But hey, 1 out. Walked him. Oh, that's ball 1. Never mind. Getting excited. All right. It's good eye. Again, when he run at second plate, second base, a lot of, man, it's an hour of like commentating games. Bloops. Swinging that garbage. He hasn't thrown you a strike, man. You don't have to swing. 2-1 count. Wait for an actual strike, dude. Don't get all antsy. That's a strike. Let's go! Grand slam! There you go, Sean. We're going to game 3. Winner take all. Or at least moves on. Nice job, Sean. Way to get that granny. All right, here we go. Game 3, final game of one of these guys' season. Sean, I think That could potentially be breaking news. He has not scored 4 runs in a game in this tournament or the other tournament, probably combined. Just putting it out there. Combined. All of his games combined, I don't think he scored 4 runs. Probably a false report. But that might be the most runs he's ever scored in a game. We don't have any verification that he's ever hit a grand slam in a game. Got to load the bases. But regardless, he is here. Is the away team. He has to go with Luna again. 2-2 count. But Sean, if he can win this game and get to the next round and be the final 3 on this tournament, which is just unthinkable. Prop, garbage, scissors accident, Graybeard says he met a girl, strike 3, another forfeit, right? It's like a lot of just nonsense again in this tournament, right? And again, I'm pretty sure the commissioner Matt was clear on the instructions, but maybe not in the draft where people don't pay attention, like they're little kids in class. Like I don't really care. But Sean's here, man. I do give Rashawn a lot of respect for being able to come out here and keep playing, man. Keep pushing, keep getting better, be part of the community, right? This is fun games. It's all about making some content. It has nothing to do with the actual person, minus the fact that he's from Tucson, Arizona, not Phoenix, right? We are rivals in that sense. But again, I digress. Gets a hit with Kaya. Hitting strikes, man. Good things happen when you hit strikes. Good things happen when you hit strikes. Da-da-da. That's strike. All right, so we let one strike go. Pattern is throw a ball, and ooh. Getting better, Sean. You're getting better. All right, don't let this strike go through. And he swung at it. So, but again, look at the cursor, man. That was way off. That's the tough part about auto bat. People could say whatever you want. Strike. And he gets it. Get to the window, to the wall. There you go, baby. Don't. What the fuck, man? God damn it, dude. Why? That throw is like 20 feet away, dude. Why are you doing that? I don't know, man. You do something good and you erase it with like a play like that, man. Why are you doing that? That's okay. Come on, Kevin. Hit a home run so it can kind of shut me up, right? Skip. I don't know. Strike. All right. That would have been a bad swing, anyways, based off of the location of the auto bat. Swings at a ball. Wait, that was a strike. Good spit. That's a little late on it. 2-2 count. 2 outs. And Kevin, see what happens if you would have just played the game. You would have scored a run there. You would have scored a run if you'd have just not been so greedy. All right, Wilson. Hit a grand slam last game. Opportunity with 2 runners on to do it again. Find your pitch, Sean. Find your pitch. Just locate it. Get it done. There it is. And they did it again. 3 run. Bam. There you go. There you go, Sean. 7 runs scored combined in the back last 2 games in a row. Wilson the hero. There you go. There you go. That's what I like to see. Now, 3 runs for Sean typically is a game ender because he's given up 3 runs. But this time he has 3 runs in the 9th inning with a chance to go to the next round. That's what I like to see. There you go. I told you, man. Cleveland Browns fan. I'm not a Cleveland Browns fan, but he's like, wow. All right. Okay. 2-out rally. Made a stupid base running mistake. Came back with it. Swung at some strikes. Got Josh on the mound. Just find a way. Find a way here. All right. Lock this down. West Day, man. You got to find a way here, too. Swinging that ball. 1 out. There you go, Sean. 2 outs. Keeping the. Holy crapola. All right, here we go. Here we go. And he swings that ball too. West Day cannot. He has to be kicking himself on this one. Oh boy, boy. Wowzers, man. I'm kind of like excited, man. That's a strike. All right. 1-2 count. Let's put him away here. Sean, man, keeping a tournament alive, an opportunity to go, and Antonio keeps the dream alive. Back-to-back games with hits with Antonio. Oh, man, what a game. All right, Giro was one swing of the bat. Giro can make this a little bit more interesting. And on time, got to go one, got to go one. It got two, nailed it. Nice job. Got the lead runner. Nice job. 1 out to go. Big out, Andre, tough batter. Again, good pitcher here. Can he get it? Can Sean do it? Swinging at a garbage, West Day. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro? Good eye there. Good eye there. Wow, 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 wow. All right, good eye. You don't force the issue. A bloop and a blast ties this game. There's opposite field shot. 2 on, down to his last strike here. Got some swinging. All right, got to go one. Got to go one. Sean survives it. There he goes. Sean is going against Stephanie Martin. Let's go to the standings. Wow. Great job, Sean. Okay, wow. Again, what a crazy ending to that Star Carnival matchup. But let's kind of go over the Pearl Conference standings, if I can remember it after that crazy excitement. Brian here, he got 2 wins, so he's 7-1 on the season. Colt got 2 wins, he's 6-2 on the season. Me, forfeited by Ejan, so 6-2 on the season. Evil Prime should have reset game 1, but he's 5-3 on the season. Marco is 3-5 on the season. Mental Midget would be 4-4 on the season, so he moves up to that 5 seed, where Marco is the 6 seed. Dennis gets his first win, so 1-7, and EJ will go to 0-8 as he's vacated the 2 wins. All right, so let's go real quick to that bracket here. And again, it hasn't been updated yet. It's fine, but Sean survives it. Final 3 here. An opportunity to go against Stephanie Martin for the potential chance to go into the championship round for that $100 cash prize. Wow. Good job, Sean. That's all I got to say. And let's see if the schedule for week 5 should be up. It is up. All right. So Joe Bear versus Matthew. Again, we talked about that one. Joe Bear is in dire need of some wins. Now he's pretty much playing spoiler. It's going to be tough. Mr. Milan, Sean Schulte there. No wins there. So these 2 guys, Matthew and Milan, should have 2 wins. Sean and Cam here, big series for those 2. And M Twins, really an opportunity to kind of knock down Jay Patel, who's having a good season in the diamond. But Evil Prime, Mental Midget, that's a big series. Evil Prime now at 5-3, Mental Midget at 4-4. So he definitely needs a win, Paul, to kind of stay pace and like at least give him an opportunity. Ejan Marco is going to get vacated, so Marco again at 3-5 in the season will be 5-5. Now this one is a big one for myself, as I have Brian. Brian is no joke, as we've been seeing, an auto bat, so that does give me a slight advantage, but my pitchers are terrible. But again, Brian is a good pitcher in this game. He is using Jay as one of the pitchers I hit really well against. Dennis looking for some wins. Going to be tough. Colt is a beast when it comes to this. So pretty good matchups here in Pearl Conference, I do have to say. So thank you guys for watching. And again, I'll see you guys next time on the Let These Two broadcast.